Now we give right side. It's Nichols, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now back to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
A loss of 5 yards. And it's third down.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Gun now on third down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Another carry.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
On second down now, it's Nichols. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 30. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
3rd and inches.
Try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Falcon first down.
To throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run on first down. Nichols. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Panthers 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Locke. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now a give right side. It's Nichols. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now it's Patterson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep down the field. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Locke gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Locke, and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Younghoe Koo lining up.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Locke. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. That catch good for only a couple.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
To throw again on second down. Lock. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Locke looks to throw it again. He's going to look deep. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about you?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st down, Atlanta.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Nichols. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nichols, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and this time he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Falcons push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
Now Locke, he lost the football in town, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Switch! You're out!
Another try after the first down sack. Locke got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Got some room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
To Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
At the 44-yard line.
Clock now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Locke. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing his Locke on third down. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Going down the complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Block working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Terrell on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw it is Locke. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Locke to throw for it on fourth. And it is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
The Falcon first down.
Back to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Falcons.
Back to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
The quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, they get a fourth-quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Ian Thomas. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Complete.
23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Panthers 21. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it.
Brings up second.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Is sacked. A loss of 4 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fighting him off. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On play action, Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And that will right a...
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.
Number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the